right now, being on an international visa, it needs a lot of cost, and I really need to get my education from.
No, no, listen, I think I understand what you're saying. First of all, Sam, can you make sure we get her in touch with Emily at our office? That seems a little bit longer than it should be. This is the problem with immigration. I'm in full support of legal immigration. And there's no reason that a young person coming here who wants to come to school and finish school here and then be a contributing member of our state and our country should not have the ability to do that. We need to actually fix the immigration. There's right now there's a disincentive to do it legally. And it shouldn't take 6, 7, 10 years for somebody to come into this country. That's why I filed recently for the Irish citizens who want to come into our country a new fixing of that problem, the E3 visas, 10,500 new visas for folks who have systemically been shut out of that proposal. That's real. It has some real teeth. We're going to move that forward. We need to provide the tools and resources. Is it inspectors? Is it computers? What do they need to actually speed up and streamline the process? So we're banging away on that regularly. But I'm going to put you in touch with Emily Winterson, who is the best of the best, to make sure you're getting accurate information.
Trying to do my best, and
Sam is going to take you through it.
thank you very much.
Yes.
Senator Bob Shulman from Weymouth.
Yes.
Just like to know what you think of the right to work states that are being pressed on us now, and what would you do to protect collective bargaining rights for union?
Well, I've already have a history of doing that. I'm a 26-year union member myself on 2 unions. My wife is a shop steward at Channel 5. I understand that there's work out there that union people want to work and non-union people want to work. It's something here in Massachusetts that we have a history of union support. I've been on record voting in the past to supporting collective bargaining. I think if you walk into a room and you shake a hand with somebody and you have come up with a deal, then they should adhere to that. Yes, sir.
Thinking back to the E3 visas, is the expedition of the E3, are we overlooking people that actually are capable of doing the jobs that you like to see the immigrants come in to do? Are we overlooking our own populace, our own unemployment problems when we address it in this manner, as opposed to encouraging our citizens to apply for the positions?
No, listen, I think they're 2 different things. We had a jobs fair the other day up in Worcester. We had 3,013 people show up to that jobs fair. And we had one in Roxbury. We had over 2,000 people show up. People want to work. And I was just over at Quirk. If you want a job, Quirk is hiring. They can't find good salespeople and technicians to work in the body shops and in the mechanic areas. So there are jobs out there. I believe, this is an area with the E3 visas, especially with the Irish citizens. It's for years it's been under the numbers have just been so drastically low, and it's triggering people to do it illegally.
Shouldn't we be using our own government jobs programs in order to train people, though?
We have some very serious workforce development programs here in Massachusetts that we use locally. Of course, anything we can do to get our people employed has been my top priority, and that's why a couple of the programs with the president, the jobs programs that hire hero veterans, the 3% withholding, I was proud to stand with the president, and we need to do more of getting the things that we all agree on and get them passed. One more.
On the job, my company 2 years ago decided to move, but they decided to leave every employee. They didn't offer for anyone to transfer. There were 700 people gone. There's a lot of them still looking for jobs. Best example is I ran into my boss who was making very good money. She's now working part-time at Lowe's for under $10 an hour. The issue is it's an employer's market out there, and if they have 1,500 applications just for BJ's 2 years ago. There are people in this room that are unemployed, and it's almost like you have to take anything that's out there. It's not this issue of, oh, there's jobs. There really isn't. The other issue is the fact that companies keep outsourcing to India and other countries who have a different cost of living. There's no more manufacturing here. Quite frankly, you guys, my husband would be fine if the world, the clothing, nobody did the cotton. I could make his clothes. But do you have family members that can do that? Manufacturing is very important. There's all different kinds. There should be a variety of jobs because a service job isn't for everyone.
Sure.
But it's the outsourcing and the fact that the free trade kind of, I think, interferes with that because companies can now have their product done overseas, bring it in, they're not paying a tariff. And it seems to be hurt in the United States and all of the industrialized countries and Europe, and they're all in this economic crisis with us. And no one's focusing on that because people do want to work, and some people are very good at the manufacturing end, but there's nothing here.
Well, just to clarify, there are manufacturing jobs here. They're in different sectors than they used to be. We're not no longer making the shoes and the textile industries, but there are, I believe, I've visited them, and we visit them regularly. We've invited them to the jobs fair. TD Bank at that jobs fair we just had hired 10 people on the spot. There are jobs out there. It's a question that I find, probably what you're expressing right now, is that you do get 10 or 20, 100 or 1,000 resumes, and there's no one-on-one contact. You don't walk in and say, hi, I'm Scott Brown, I love the job, this is what I can do for you. And that's why we held these jobs here, to try to put those people together, number one. The number one thing I see as I travel around the state is the lack of tax and regulatory certainty that businesses, the employers who are actually out there hiring are very, very nervous about what's next. There's this lack of certainty and stability. They're very, very, very nervous. So they're not hiring as much as they should or could have, and that comes to the tax policy, the overregulation of certain sectors, and it's a big problem. And it didn't start overnight. I'm not blaming anybody. There's plenty of blame to go around, but we have to stop demonizing our job creators, first of all, and we have to start to get an environment where people actually want to hire. I mean, as I said, I literally just left work, and he was saying, I can't believe it, I can't find good people. I got jobs for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, and people come in and say, well, I'm getting this, I'm getting that from the state, I'm getting that from I mean, it's not worth it. And, it's a problem. And
All these people aren't getting anything.
That's why we're having the jobs fairs. We have 3 more coming up. That's why we're trying to pass bills that we can agree on, the higher year of the 3% withholding, which is part of the president's job swing. Bills that I filed when I first got there, the payroll tax deduction, trying to create an environment to hire and expand and grow. So, listen, I have to go. Speaking at the chamber, I want to just say Happy New Year, everybody. Obviously, go Cats, which is That's a great question. I think about it.